Yeah, so hello and welcome back. I'm back at this topic, the DD transitioning from the G29 to the DD sort of topic, even though this video is going to deviate a little bit out of that theme, but still within that general subject. If you hear my cat meowing, he's just a cat, so just ignore him. Okay, so usually the perspective you have, it's this one. This is the perspective using this camera I use while streaming, recording my race, etc. But today I added this kind of big picture of me so you can see my face a little bit better. So this is, I'm coming back to this theme because if you watch the original one, I will try to remember and link it here. If not, I'll link it down below or on the end cards. That was about my choice to go to the 5 nanometer version of the DD, and that's if you see here on my overhead camera, it's right there. Okay, so I'm still using the 5 nanometer version. I'm sorry, not nanometer. I made the same mistake on a first video. It's Newton meter. So if I say nanometer, it's just and it's just silly of me, but it's Newton meter. If I say nanometer, it's Newton meter. But the opportunity arrived of obtaining the 8 Newton meter version, and if you are aware, the no difference between this DD, the 5 Newton meter and the 8 Newton meter, it's on the power adapter. So when I just purchased this using one of the great promotions that Fanatec had, I purchased the 5 nanometer version. Two reasons for that. First, the obvious one, which is cost. Okay, but that's the most important one, is I wanted to feel what 5 nanometer is versus 5 Newton meter is versus 8 Newton meter. The G29, which was my previous wheel, he had kind of two and a half, if it's comparable, Newton meter. This one is the 5, so I wanted to have to feel that feeling going from 2 belt driven to 5, and it's been since I've been happy since that video. It was out when, what, 3 months ago, maybe a little bit less, and I've been quite happy with it. So I will switch to my sim racing view. So I'm on the Toyota here on the Great Spa circuit. So the Toyota, it's not the, what you call it, the most powerful, or the car that will drive the direct drive the most, so it's not going to put the most strain into this, but it feels fine. The F4s have more kick, so 5 Newton meter, it's fine. I've been quite happy, and I'm still is. So if you want to save a buck by not going with the 8 out of the bat, it's fine. Don't feel pulled back. Don't feel that I'm not going to buy just because this is the 5 Newton meter version. Go ahead and purchase it. So if you're coming from a G29 or T300, you're going to feel really not just a very big difference on not the strength, but also the quality of the feedback, the detail that you get. It's going to feel really nice. You will feel so much more detail and so much more comfortable feeling all the humps and the bumps on the road, and when I do an off track here. So you're going to feel so much better. It is so silent in operation, so smooth. It's a really big step up from the G29, really big one. But this is the 5 nanometer version. What do you get? So if I go back to my pits and I go to the options, So here you see I selected the auto. I selected, let me just put the sound a little bit lower. Okay, cool. So I selected the auto option and he puts me into 8. This is a 5nm version, so this will make no difference. I can crank it up to 40 if I wanted to. So I don't know why the auto is telling me. You want to know why the auto is telling me 8? It's the 5 one. Let me prove that to you. So if I go to the drivers, you see there 5nm. Okay, so this is 5nm max torque. I can Newton meter, Jesus, mother of God, Newton meter. So I can just pull it back, pull it at max. I use it, put it at max. This is where I enjoy having it. So this is what you get when you are using the default power brick, which will give you 5nm. My iRacing says 8 on the auto. I don't know why. Maybe you guys have this situation too. It's not a problem. It makes no difference. It's 5. I can put it at max and still 5. So no biggie. I don't know why it's telling me 8 instead of 5. But it doesn't bother me all that much. So this is what you get with the 5nm version on iRacing. And on the drivers, so on the drivers I can see the 5nm indication, and that's pretty much it. So right now I'm going to swap for the 180 watt power brick so I can get the, in theory, 8nm, and we will come back and see if what we see any difference in the game in-game and on the driver, and give it a spin to see if there are any things different in terms of feeling. Of course, you will not see me swapping this. I'll have a cut here, and we'll come back with the 180 watt power adapter installed and see what the difference is.
A few moments later.
All right, so we are back, and let's get directly into my desktop. I just swapped yeah, never mind. I just swapped the 5 one, which is still in my hands here. You see the 5nm version, Newton meter. Jesus, I will never get this one right. So this is the 5Nm version. This power supply is showing me. So this has 90 watts, I believe. Yeah, 90. I'm not sure if you guys can see it. I don't know if this will focus. Come on, camera, focus. I know I'm the pretty one in the room, but it's there. It was upside down now. Yeah, so this is 90 watts. Then the one I just connected is 180 watts. So it's the exact same wheelbase, the exact same everything. But right now, as you can see, it's reading 8 Newton meter. Oh my. I will get it right sometime, but you guys know what I mean. So yeah, let's try and so it reads 8, and you see there that the logo changed. Now it says CSL DD boost kit. So let's register to something. I'm going back to the GR and Spa because it's something I know, but I know well. I'm trying to farm this race to get my safety rating back, but I haven't had the time to race all that much. But this weekend I will. So this weekend I will just sit here for an entire day and just farm, because in the weekend it's a little bit easier. I will farm the GR and the and Spa-Francorchamps. It's I love the track, I love the car, and this week F4 is in Suzuka. I kind of skipped that one. Next week F4 is going to be Interlagos, so I will go back to F4 that next week. But at this point, my main concern is to get my safety rating back. I want to keep my B license. It's only a couple races away. It's fine. As you know, in this channel, the Ozzoy races bottom split. I'm not I'm not too worried about ratings, but I do like my licenses, and I do like my B license. So I will get it back at some point. No worries. So I'm just waiting for the sim to load back up. So just going back to the driver. As you can see, it shows CSL DD boost kit. So it's nice to have a visual representation besides the slider going up to 8 Newton meter. So if I go to, I wasn't aware of that. I wasn't aware if that would be something that would happen. So I'm going to the options. I'm going to click the auto, and it's back to 8. So it makes no difference because using the 5, which was already at 8. So let's jump into the car and see if you can feel the difference. So let's go to the humps and bumps. Oh yeah. Oh, so 5 to 8, it's not double, but it's a jump. I can feel a little more tension. Let's go full lap to see if my DD hits up. Oh, jeez. Yes, this is very, very noticeable. Oh my god. I wasn't expecting this to be such a big jump, but it is. Holy moly. Holy moly. It's very noticeable. Not on the straights that much. Let's go to the first corner. Oh yeah, oosh! Oh dear. It requires much more strength. Oh, and I'm feeling that. Holy moly. That's very noticeable. Oh, whoa. Yeah, driving it's different. Oh my. Yeah, I have some damage, but that's fine. Let's carry on. There is some of a learning curve on this because and I'm not using gloves, so I can actually feel all everything. Yeah, it requires turning. It's harder, and they have more detail. Wow, I wasn't expecting for the difference to be so present. You actually have to fight the wheel a little bit more. Using the 5 nanometer, when you crash, it's advisable, even with 5 nanometer, when you crash, it's advisable to actually let go of the wheel because you might get hurt. 5 Newton meter didn't get me hurt that much. A little ouch there. It happens. But it wouldn't hurt me at all. It wouldn't break any bones. But this one, I wouldn't crash without lifting my hands from the wheel.
All right.
Because this is going to hurt you quite a lot, and it's 8, not 20, like the premium wheelbases. I'm feeling the struggle right now. I only need a couple of laps to get used to this, but it's very noticeable. Incredible. Let's just do another lap.
You've got a slow car on the right.
It's an off track, it's fine. Yeah, the feeling it's off for me right now because everything feels different. But quality, you know. I can also always reduce this in software, of course, but I want to keep it like this for now. This guy is blinking, what the hell? Now he's gone, now he's back, now he's gone, now he's back. This crazy stuff. Race Lab's not working, but it's fine. Yeah, it's not that important right now. Oh my god, the strength. It's much more present
Car right. Clear.
in a good way. In a very good way. As you can see, I'm actually improving my time here. So let me see if I can do it. Oh, that's an off track. That's a lap at the trash. In the bin. I mean, the fine movements now are harder to execute, which makes sense, but also the feedback, it's so much there. Okay, I was and I'm still quite happy with the 5 Nm version. It's still something you should go for if you are coming from a G29 or similar. You will feel, even with 5 Nm, you will feel everything much more enjoyable, much smoother, even with 5. Don't hesitate if you are considering buying with the 5 Nm version. See, Nm version. You will be very happy with that. Very, very happy. I had a guy in the race yesterday or something like that, asking, not to me but to everybody, is it worth to swap from the G29 to a DD? And I said yes. It's a very big jump, and if you enjoy sim racing, this is something you actually should do if you can afford it. This guy jumping around is making me nervous. Let's try this again. Oh, this was not an off track? Impressive. So there is a race coming up right now, so people are disconnecting. I really don't want to let this go now. It's so nice. Yeah, it's much stronger than I was expecting. Is it hitting up? Nope, perfectly cool. So let's wrap this up. Let me just park this. And let's remove the volume. And let's focus on that one. So yeah, from the 5 nanometer to the 8, not nanometer, from the 5 Nm version to the 8 Nm version, there is a big jump in terms of force feedback. I was not expecting to be this much, but it's very noticeable from 5 to 8. But some notes here. If you want to buy the 5 Nm version and you're coming from, for example, a G29, you will be very, very happy. So don't hesitate to go go to a DD like this one with a 5 Nm adapter, and then you can buy the 8 Nm adapter further down the line, just like I did. So I bought the 5 Nm. I saved some money. Then I got the 8 Nm, and here we are. I do not regret the decision at all. It made the transition smoother. Also, when you buy the 8 Nm version, you don't get the 5 Nm adapter, so you don't have the chance to evaluate things in both jumps. Like this, I was able to evaluate what 5 Nm feels like and what 8 Nm feels like, and it's a big jump. It's a really big jump. I have to get. I mean, I need 20 minutes or a couple of races and I will be fine. But it actually requires some sort of adjustments to the greater strength of the wheel, and it's the jump from 5 to 8 is very noticeable. So, in conclusion, if you're coming from G29, don't hesitate to buy the 5 Nm version. You will be very, trust me, very, very, very happy. Go for it, no hesitations. And down the line, you can buy the 180 watt power adapter, so you can have the 8 Nm version of the DD. Is there a difference between the 5 and an 8? I'm quite surprised. I just tried it out, and yes, the jump, it's there. It's a very big jump, and it's very, very noticeable. And yeah, the feedback, it's much stronger. 5 to 8, it's wow, such a difference. I can only imagine what a 20 newton meter or 21 newton meter wheelbase it's going to be like. If you have any questions, please post them down below. I'm quite happy to answer them. If you have any questions, just put them down below. Like and subscribe, of course, it really helps the channel to grow a little bit better and faster. And I'll see you in the next one.